world and the only fringing reef on the western side of the continental landmass. But when a lot of people think about a coral reef, they will tend to associate corals with very, very bright, vibrant colours. So seeing as we are a subtropical coral reef, we've got predominantly your hard, stony corals. All those rich, vibrant colours, they're all associated with soft corals. So soft corals are found far closer to the equator. We simply have too much variation in our water temperature to be able to sustain a constant tropical temperature that soft corals need to survive. Soft corals also very, very heavily rely on currents to bring them food. So even though it is a fringing reef out there, being such a solid structure from start to end, we virtually get no currents entering this area. So it may make you wonder, how do these corals gain any food if they're not having to rely on currents? The anatomy of these corals, they're built up of this hard limestone skeleton. That's what gives off all these gorgeous shapes. They're essentially an animal and a plant. So if you can imagine all these skeletons down there, they're wrapped up in these tiny, minuscule little bubble wraps. And each individual bubble, that's what we know as a coral polyp, and they're closely related to a jellyfish, believe it or not. Such an animal part of the coral, all these bubbles on the outer skin. Then inside all these coral polyps, you've got these tiny single-celled algae called zooxanthellae. So being a plant, they're going to take sunlight and water to create food through the process of photosynthesis. And that's what all these corals are feeding off, all the nutrients given off by the algae. And then the algae is also getting a safe place to live inside these coral polyps from various predators like your parrotfish, who absolutely loves his algae. So when both parties are constantly benefiting off one another, it's what we know as a symbiotic relationship. And then once these algae get to their absolute capacity, they'll actually start to project their natural colouring through that outer skin. So that's the reason for all these dominant earthy tones down there. It may make you wonder though, why are there some blue corals then? Are there blue algae? Well, that's not the case at all. It's all to do with the light spectrum. But the three dominant pigments that live inside these coral polyps, they'll work with the algae to project through three dominant colours. The most obvious one being your earthy tones, your greeny browns, and then you get your blues and your purples. The further you go to the equator, the far more constant tropical temperatures in the water, and the far more consistent